Hey, Michael and Martyn, it's great to meet the both of you.
Hey, buddy.
Well.
Absolute pleasure. You well?
Yeah, I'm doing great, and congrats on such a great Prime Video series, featuring one of the greatest tales in history. It is fantastic. And David versus Goliath story, is one of history's most iconic underdog tales. And I wanted to know, for each of you, what's one specific thing each of you did to prepare maybe physically or mentally for your roles before filming actually started?
I'll start off by one of the things for me was during the audition process. Music was such a huge part of the show, and I wanted to inspire the production team to bring the songs to life in a way of singing them in the original language in Hebrew, and also playing the lyre and adding the original music of the time period and of the location. And so I went online and I found this Shema prayer. And I learned it, and I added the Eastern ornamentation to it, and I sent it over to them, and they loved it. And eventually, we were able to bring the Psalms to life in the show, all in Hebrew. And when you hear it, I think it's the closest thing you can get to maybe what the Psalm sounded like. Yeah.
I mean, for myself, there's obviously the physical with Goliath being such a presence, but that's quite easy for myself. Second nature. I'd come off the back end of Shao Kahn doing Mortal Kombat, which is a very similar size, shape, and movement pattern. So it was more the accent and the character and how he would sound, how he would hold himself, how he would move, relationships within the family that he holds. So that was more my research and trying to make sure that there was more depth to him, and there was more. There was more purpose to Goliath rather than just the bad guy.
Yeah. Both of y'all are so great in your roles. And Michael, yes, the music gave me goosebumps, honestly. It really did. And, Martyn, you said, between Goliath and your upcoming role as Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat, you've been stepping in the shoes of some truly legendary warriors, may it be, video games to legendary tales. Would you say there's some similarities between the two? And what can you tease about that performance coming up?
Absolutely, I'd say there's so many similarities in essence, and if you look at Shao Kahn and all of the truly great villains that have been around, they all take something from Goliath, as Goliath being the original villain that was created. So for me, it was fantastic. Like you said, going from Shao Kahn to Goliath, where next? What else can top that? It's very difficult, and it's very. Me and Michael having this conversation earlier and saying the audience that Mortal Kombat would carry and the audience that the story from the Bible carry are so huge, and the reach is incredible, and kind of sometimes you as actors you don't truly appreciate how important these characters are to people and how much pressure should be on is on you as an actor to try and portray them in the right way for the people that follow the story and enjoy it. So yeah, it's I know this was Michael's first job on film, but for me it was definitely two of my first opportunities as a real actor, I'd say, not just the bad guy that moves around and screams and grunts and dies. So it's been a long time coming for myself, 7-8 years in the industry, and to have this opportunity to finally perform and to put some of the practice over the last few years into the show and to bring Goliath to life was an opportunity that I grabbed with both hands, and I'm extremely thankful for everyone involved, for the opportunity, for the friendship, for the love, support, and I think it's come across okay. I think we've done a great job, and I just hope people enjoy it and give us the opportunity to work again.
Yeah, I mean, Martyn, I'm super glad you're in this, and Michael, I mean, what a great introduction to you. Absolutely love both of y'all in this. Last, I'm going to ask Michael. Stepping in the role of David is a huge milestone in your career, and as you continue to take new roles in the future, what is something about this character and this experience that will always have a special place in your heart?
I mean, I'm not really focused on any future projects right now. I'm focused on David, and my heart is for him, and my dream has to portray him for a really long time. I remember 4 years ago I was watching a show called The Chosen, and I just fell in love with it, and I got all of my family to watch the show, and they asked me, if you were to be on a show like that, who would you portray? And I said, maybe King David. And so to see that come to fruition and to have this opportunity and to have this entire series made about his life is just it's a great honor and a blessing. And I'll always carry that with me forever.
No, I love that. Y'all are amazing in this show. You had my wife staying up late to finish. I was like, I gotta go to bed. And she's like, no, I'm gonna keep watching. I'm like, all right, I'll finish it up in the morning. But yeah, such a great show. It was great chatting to you, Michael, Martyn, and yeah, House of David is a must watch for sure. And it's clear that both of you bring something extraordinary to your roles. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your kind words. Whoa.
Wow. Wow.
We need to. It's been too long.
Oh man, we've been spending